Hey guys, good morning. Morning. It's weird. I kind of woke up. I don't know why it's bothering me so much. I know there's probably someone else out there who feels the same way, but particularly me, having gone through a rather close loss to suicide. Waking up this morning, still numb, and with this sense of, like, I guess I'm kind of remembering when I lost my sister. You wake up and you're like, they're gone. And it kind of like hits you like, they're gone. And like, and it's sad to me because I didn't personally know Cyndago. I watched their videos, so I can imagine, just how devastated they are, just for Matt and Mark and them to wake up today and tomorrow and next days ahead of them and go, he's not here. He's not going to wake up in the morning, have breakfast with us, make a video with us. He's not. And I don't want to start this morning off with a sad thought, but just keep them in your hearts, okay, guys? Keep them in your memories, in your thoughts, whatever. And don't rush Mark into making videos about it or in general, because I find it very odd that for the longest time everyone's been like, Mark, take a break. You need to have a break, you're so stressed. And now that there's a legitimate reason for him to be taking a break, everyone is super upset about it. Like, Mark, where have you been making videos? And there are people out there who are saying this, You guys are seeing a lot of love within the community, but there's a lot of comments from people on his videos who may not know about what's going on, who are like, oh my god, Mark, I'm unsubscribing, you haven't made a video in like 4 days, what the hell, blah, 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 blah. It's stupid. But I just wanted to, I don't know, talk about that, just to get it off my mind, because it's sad. But also I wanted to let you guys know that we do have the Angels of Cosplay, or Markiplier's Heroes, the unofficial Markiplier charity, has their monthly charity live stream this Friday through Sunday, and it is going to be in honor of Cyndago, in honor of Daniel. As I mentioned before, I did lose my sister, or my best friend, who I kind of like grew up with, so essentially my sister. Lost her and quite a few other friends along the way of my journey in life, and I wanted to honor them because this month is Suicide Awareness Month. It's just my phone saying, hey Katie, are you awake? It's too early for you to be up, but are you awake? It's actually 10:30. But thanks, brain. Anyway, this month is Suicide Awareness Month. I lost my train of thought, so bear with me. And I wanted to honor them, so I started this whole fundraiser charity event long before September even came around. So, it just seems appropriate with the loss of Daniel that we dedicate this charity live stream to him. I also wanted to let you guys know, for future reference as well, every Friday, and I might, for the next few months, try to do it more frequently. But every Friday we have the Angel Speak podcast, where we really discuss topics like this: depression, divorce, self-harming, suicide. Very unfortunate that a lot of these subjects are rather taboo, that nobody wants to talk about suicide and depression and mental disorders in general. In society, it's okay if someone has a broken arm. People want to be like, oh my god, man, what happened? Let me sign your cast. But it's not often that someone can go, I have depression, I'm suicidal. Because then people want to go, oh, you're attention seeking, you're just doing it for attention. Nobody cares if you're fighting this battle mentally. That's the thing. And I'm really, really glad to have the Markiplier community, because it is full of amazing, wonderful people who really prove that wrong. They're all of you guys are out there to be like, hey, I love you and I care about you, and I don't know you personally, but here's a virtual hug, and I hope you feel better today. And that's why we have the Angel Speak Project, so people like you can come and talk to us and make friends, and you don't have to suffer alone. I never really wanted to say that in our promo video on YouTube. It kind of just says, let your voice be heard, but that's essentially what it means. Letting you talk about, I had depression, just some really dark taboo subjects. I was really afraid to kind of go into more details. My brain's kind of dead right now, so bear with me if I don't use the right educated words that I could be using. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I just woke up after 3 hours of sleep. So, I was up late working on the charity thing. Or up early. Up through the night. But, it is for people who, I mentor, I've been a mentor for 4 years for the International Teens Against Bullying, which is a group in honor of Jamie Rodemeyer, which was a 14-year-old LGBT, boy who committed suicide. So I'm all for the whole suicide prevention thing. I'm a really big advocate of it. I myself have been suicidal. It's not something that I can say I was suicidal and now I'm not, unfortunately for me, I'm not at the point in life, I had a therapist from a rather young age, from the age of 7, okay? Constantly popped on different kinds of pills, and that's just not the route that I want to take in life. So I do not have a therapist. I'm not on any medication, and I'm doing perfectly fine. For you guys to see me every day is a miracle. I do want to put that out there. I think that we need to appreciate those around us more. Appreciate Mark. If anything, we should learn from Daniel's death that life is precious. The people that seem so happy in the world might not be as happy as you think. So cherish them. Tell them that they are loved. And tell yourself that you are loved. And if you need help, please seek it. I myself battle depression and suicidal tendencies quite often, and yet I have the strength to get up and do these charity events that take months to plan the podcast and stuff. So it's not just me happy-go-lucky. I take my time through my battles to help others battle theirs. So please do join us for the podcast. No matter what the subject is, we will be there to listen. We will be there to help you. If you don't want advice, because some people just want to have their problems, people don't want... A lot of the times, people just want to talk about their problems. They don't need people interjecting every, 5 seconds. Go, oh, I have advice. Okay, I know you're telling me something, but hey, this reminds me of this personal time, so I know exactly how you're feeling. Oh, it's okay. It gets better. Don't worry. Don't. Sometimes people just want to talk about their problems and be heard, so we also do that, I'm a full-time mentor, like I said. All the children, I say children, but they're teens into their adulthood, I have people that I mentor that are, significantly older than I am, who have families and stuff, and no matter how old you are, I look 12, guys. I am 20. I've been a mentor since I was 16. I've been mentoring people who are twice my age. So don't let that be a thing where you're like, oh no, I don't want to bug her. She's 20 and her life is more important than mine. No, I have a phone for a reason. You can email me. You can text me. You can message me on Facebook. However you can get a hold of me. I will give you guys my Skype. This is my job. I do not get paid for it, so don't go, but you get paid to be nice. You get paid to listen to me. No, I do not get paid to listen to you. I don't need money. I'm at a point in my life right now, I'm still in school, and I don't want to say that, in the future, I want to get paid for what I do, I never want to monetize the Angels Cosplayer, Markiplier's Angels. I don't want to monetize the Angel Speak Project, our YouTube channel. For the simple fact is, I don't feel right making money off of doing what I love, and that's helping people, I'm in school right now. I live with my parents. So I really don't have that excuse of, oh, I need money for rent. I need money for... No, I'm good. I'm taken care of financially by people that love me, that know that what I'm doing is important, Not a lot of 20-year-olds can say that. I think a lot of kids kind of grow up and decide, I'm moving out my house. No. But that's another topic for another day. The point is, I do not get paid for what I do, but I get paid more than I could ever hope for by helping people in need. By having people message me and say, hey, thanks for being up with me at 3 in the morning when I wanted to slit my wrist. And that's very graphic, but this is stuff that I deal with every day. People tell me, you saved my life. You're the reason I wake up in the morning. And it's a very heavy thing to hear. It's not just like hearing, hey, you're my best friend, I'm so glad to have you. It's having people who are extremely suicidal and extremely depressed come to you and go, I'm depressed, I'm suicidal. Here's my dark secrets that nobody cares about. Thank you for listening. Thank you for caring. And yes, before you go, but Katie, you're not a licensed therapist. What are you doing? I do, working on it, but tons of resources. I'm a listener for 7 Cups of Tea. So I know when someone comes to me who's extremely suicidal or depressed or whatever, I do urge them to seek help. I give them all the resources that they need to get the help that they need. If they're worried about talking to a friend or a parent or something about it, I'll even, I'll ask them, do you want me to speak to them? Do you want me to go to them and kind of open the conversation? Do you want me to be there with you when you open the conversation? So there's a lot of times where I have kids or adults even wanting to tell their significant other, call me on Skype and, call their husband or wife or mom or dad or whatever over and sit down and I tell them, your son or daughter, your husband or wife have something they want to tell you. Kind of open the conversation, whether it's about them being suicidal or self-harming, having eating disorders, just in general, just being depressed and being sad, because depression is not a matter of, I'm sad today, or I made a bad grade on my test, so I'm a little meh. I have the best life in the world, as far as I'm concerned. I get to help you every day. I can tell you that you matter, that you're loved, because it's true, I have a roof over my head, a loving family, amazing friends, a beautiful, perfect family as far as I'm concerned, an amazing boyfriend who will eventually marry one day. Eventually. I say that. It's in the makings, I guess you could say. We're too young for that, but it's in the makings. But there's still days, well, nights rather, that I'll sit in bed and I'll be like, what you're doing is not important. Nobody cares about what you're doing. There's other YouTubers that are better than you that can help people more than you can. And it's not a matter of, there are people who are more popular than me. I was just watching a podcast last night. It was their very first podcast, and they had over 60 people follow them to watch them today. And in a little bit deep down inside, I'm like, I only have 75 people that watch me. I don't live stream frequently. I live stream probably 3 days out of every month. The last Friday through Sunday of every month. But given where I am in life and how antisocial I am and how my autism kind of holds me back from meeting people in real life and talking to people, 75 people coming to watch me and listen to me every day, those 75 people being complete strangers, mind you, I think a little part of me was a little cynical, like, well, maybe those 60 people are just friends of theirs. Not in a means to tear them down, but in a means to kind of make myself feel better, like, it's okay, But yes, there will always be people that are better than you. There will always be people that can do what you do 100 times better. That is not the point. People who can and people who do are two different things. And yeah, there might be people who do what you do better than you. But who the hell cares? Because as long as you're doing it. That's like saying, oh, well, Markiplier's doing a charity live stream for the DBSA. Let me never, ever, ever do anything else for them. And I know that very same podcast that I'm talking about, they're doing a charity fundraiser for DBSA in honor of Daniel. So, kudos to them. That's going to be going on for 2 or 3 months. So, after our charity live stream, which you could also still donate to continuously, I do believe, you can donate to them in the future as well. But, I don't know, I kind of got off on a tangent, I'm sorry. My thing is, depression. My depression sucks. I hate to bring it back to me, but I want you guys to know on a personal level, it is a struggle that I face every day. That I recently came out to a few Markipliers about it and was overwhelmed by the amount of love that I got. So, thank you, Jessica, and all of you guys who kind of like reached out. We were in the middle of a chat about video games, and I kind of come out with, I tried to, I hurt myself a lot last night, and I almost killed myself, and I've been thinking about it for a while, and they kind of jumped on it like, no, if you need someone to talk to, just immediately the shower of love, because my mother and them aren't very, it's kind of been a battle that they've been going along with me for the past 10 or so years. Being that young and suicidal, or having, been diagnosed with depression at such a young age, having suicidal tendencies at such a young age, people kind of pass it off as, it's for attention, but it's not. Truthfully, it's not. If it was for attention, you'd see a lot more kids out there, I'm gonna cut myself, I'm gonna kill myself. There wouldn't be such a high death rate from suicide or self-harm. So, that's a thing. Like, I know a lot of you guys are deterred from getting the help you need because the people close to you don't want to listen to you. They don't want to believe that you have a legitimate problem. So that's what I urge you guys to seek medical help, go to a teacher, go to another family member who might be more understanding than your significant other or your family or your parents. But there's always, the podcast you can join in if you really want to talk to somebody. I have a million different ways that you can contact me, and you think that I'm, stranger on YouTube, stranger on the Markiplier's Heroes. If you need my phone number, don't hesitate to ask for it. I don't care if it goes to the wrong hands. Honestly, if I can help one person, if some idiot gets a hold of my number and wants to prank call me at 4 in the morning, I don't give a damn, because there's going to be a time when somebody calls me at 3 in the morning who is sitting in bed crying and thinking of ending their lives, and I'm going to sit up with them for the next 4 or 5 hours, and I'm going to convince them not to. And that's all that matters to me. That is my job. My job is being there for you and helping you live your life to the fullest. So, I don't know. This is a 17-minute vlog, so sorry. Please check out the charity live stream if you can. It is in honor of Daniel, in honor of anybody that we've lost to suicide. There's been a ton of people, including Jessica, leave their stories, and they're very, they made me sad, a lot of the stories, but I will be sharing them with my suicide awareness page as well. There are tons of resources on my suicide awareness page that you can get a hold of. If you really need someone to talk to, no matter what time of day it is, please message me. And I have to say, like, if it is 3 in the morning or whatever, and you don't get a call back from me or a text back from me, if you, right now, were to comment down below, hey, I'm going to need, someone like you to talk to, we can establish a connection, and I will message you every night before bed to make sure that you're okay before I go to bed, and I will not go to bed until I know you're okay. Don't feel like, oh God, she's got school tomorrow. I go to school, I get up at 10:30, I get dressed, I go to school from 12 to 5. That still doesn't mean that you can't text me. It doesn't mean that you cannot call me, because there have been times when I was in normal school. I'm doing continuing school to get my high school diploma. That doesn't mean that you can't call me in the middle of class or text me and be like, I need to talk. I will tell my teacher, look, there's somebody I need to talk to. My teachers know what I do for a living. So don't feel like, it's not important. It is. Your life is important, and I will drop whatever the hell I'm doing to make sure that you're okay. That's not something a lot of people can say, unfortunately. And it's not because they don't care as much as I do. It's because they have jobs and families and school and stuff. But I can afford to do that. Don't you ever think that your life isn't worth it and that I can't help you at a certain point in time, because I can. I'm far ahead of my class as is, so I could take an entire, week off of school if you need me to to be there for you for that week, to be on Skype with you every day, or text you, or on the phone with you. I have unlimited text and phone, so there is no excuse to why you cannot get the help you need. If it's drastic enough, I do highly encourage you to seek a therapist, to seek mental help, because I do not want you guys harming yourselves in any way. You are all loved and appreciated. I do have to get dressed, though, and I will be mourning Daniel in my own way. I know a lot of people are choosing to wear black today. I do live in Florida, and it is going to be hot as hell in black, but like I said in a previous video, what does it matter if I'm a little bit uncomfortable today compared to all the struggles that he went through his entire life? So, yeah. But once again, the very first link in the description below will be to the charity event that we are doing. Please share that with your family and friends. Let them know that we are raising money for a very good cause in honor of an amazing man that we lost, and in honor of, my house is barking. You can't hear that probably, but my house is barking. There's a dog underneath my house. But if you want to share your story about anybody in your life, even you, especially you, I find it very, very, very important. If you're struggling through something, please share with us, because I want others to know. The whole point of my suicide awareness page is not just to raise awareness for and prevent suicide, but also let people know about the loss of suicide. Not so much to deter them from doing it, but also for people who are, survivors of suicide. I don't like the word victim, like I don't like saying committed suicide, because people commit crimes. Suicide is not a crime. We call them, I don't even like the word victim of in any way. I just say they died by or from. But we have a lot of people who come to us and tell me, my husband died. I lost my husband so-and-so to this, or my sister, or my brother, or my uncle, or my grandmother. Those are survivors of suicide. Those are the ones that are left behind. Mark and Matt and Ryan, they are survivors of suicide. And the point of the suicide awareness page is so that they have someone to talk to help them through it, because they're going to struggle, they're going to hurt, they're going to go through this for a long time. It's not going to be a simple recovery where they're up and making videos again. And I do want to apologize for part 1 of this video, because looking back, I kind of feel like a really big a-hole when I said, I don't see why they can't continue doing videos. I wasn't saying it like, oh, it's kind of melodramatic, they shouldn't be doing that. I was saying it in a sense like, just keep doing what you love. But in a way, Cyndago has passed on with Daniel, because Cyndago was half of him. I do want to stick by that Ryan and Matt, I do believe your guys' name is Ryan and Matt, I apologize if I'm wrong on that, should keep making videos. With Mark is going to continue making videos. It's a speed bump. That's going to take time to heal, where they're going to want time to process it and heal before they continue on with their lives. But it's never going to be a pain that ceases to be there, to exist. It's going to haunt them for the rest of their lives, and I know that personally. It gets better. It really does. To any of you out there who have lost someone to suicide, who knows what I'm talking about, it does get better. It gets easier to wake up in the morning and be like, they're gone. But it's okay, because this, they want me to live on, I feel like every single person that I've lost to suicide is proud of me and proud of where I am and the work that I'm doing, telling their story and never forgetting them, and they live on in the work that I do. Telling their stories inspires others to seek help or to help others, and that's more than I could ask for. That's more than they could have asked for. So thank you for listening, and link down below to the event, link down below to my suicide awareness page, to the Facebook page for the podcast. If you want to talk to us on Skype during the podcast this Friday, this topic will be about suicide. It will be in honor of Daniel, so we do kind of want to take time to talk about how much we admired him in his videos and stuff, And if you have anybody in your life that you've lost, or if you went along this battle yourself, we really want to hear from you. Because, like I said, there's the two real reasons I have that suicide awareness page is to help those in need and to learn from those who have either survived suicide or struggled through that like I have. So, and if you want to remain anonymous, you can message me. You can message any of my Facebook pages and be like, this is my story, please leave me anonymous. You can change any of the names in your story or anything. Just share your story, please. If you're strong enough to, I do believe it'll benefit others. And there's a lot of people who are posting on the event page with stories about their friends or about Daniel, so you can do that as well. I know there's probably something that I've forgotten, but it's almost a 30-minute video, and I know you guys don't tend to sit through these as important as they are. So I want you guys to know once more that I love you very much, that there's tons of groups, there are tons of people out there who want to help you. There's the charity, I've helped a lot of people by giving them jobs within the charity and by saying, hey, you can help with this. Like I said, Terry, in my last video, he actually commented on that video. If you are alone on a weekend, any weekend, because once I get back into school and stuff and get more into that and am able to, I would like to start doing live streaming every Saturday and Sunday as well, if not more. I have the time to do so, then why shouldn't I? The podcast every Friday. If you just want to join us for that, you don't have to be on the Skype call for it to talk to us. You can talk to us in chat or whatever, but if you want to be a part of that, please do. You're not a nuisance. If you want to just play games with us, even if you don't have money to donate to the cause, you can play games with us. You can just hang out with us. And even if it's not during a live stream, if you want to message me and go, hey, I'm feeling kind of sad, do you want to play Don't Starve with me or Cards Against Humanity? Oh yeah, I do. I love you guys. I love playing games and cosplay and mentoring, man. How many people can say that is their job? And no, I don't get paid for it, but it's the best damn job in the world. Making people happy is the best job in the world. I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. So, and while we do our charity live streams the last weekend of every month, we are continually raising money that month for whatever cause we're doing. So feel free to message me and be like, hey, can we do this cause? Can we do this cause? We don't have anything set up for October as of right now. November, we have Extra Life. December, we don't have anything. January of next year, we are doing something in honor of my mother and a few Markipliers who've had miscarriages or have lost babies. February, we don't have anything, so we have months ahead of us that you guys can, do something in honor of someone that you've lost or loved, or just any cause in general. It's not me who dictates what we do. It's you guys. It's not me who decides what we talk about during live streams, during our podcast, during these YouTube videos. It is you guys. If you want to make your own video to talk about Daniel or talk about your loss or anything in general, this is a community YouTube channel. I know I'm the only one on it because I haven't stressed it enough to you guys that you can submit videos to me to be put on this channel. It is our channel. It's not just my job, really. I feel like it's everybody's job. The charity is everybody's, not just my own. I brought it to life. It's you guys who do the work. So, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please, please, please check out the links down below. They're all very, very important, just like you. If I missed anything, I'm probably gonna just forget because I have to get ready to go to school because, it's almost 11 o'clock, so I gotta get going, guys. I love you, and I will probably bring my laptop to school and upload it while I'm at school because I'm awesome like that. And I will see you guys in the next video that I make.